Local meteorologist Sarah Chen had predicted every major weather event for the past decade with uncanny precision. But when her weather models started showing atmospheric disturbances that defied all natural laws, pressure drops that shouldn't exist, wind patterns that violated physics, Sarah knew she wasn't looking at a storm. She was looking at an attack. Her 12 years as a classified weather intelligence officer had taught her to read the invisible signs of military aircraft, missile trajectories, and atmospheric weapons. Now, someone was using weather as camouflage for an invasion, and Sarah was the only one who could see it coming. Welcome to Hidden Legends. Before we begin this incredible story of a meteorologist whose gentle forecasts once guided the most classified military operations, tell me in the comments where you're watching from today. And if you believe that true guardians watch over us from the most unexpected places, hit that subscribe button and share this story to honor those who protect us from the shadows. Sarah Chen stepped in front of the green screen at Channel 7 News for the 6 a.m. weather segment, her morning routine unchanged for the past 10 years. At 38, she had built a reputation as Colorado's most accurate meteorologist, with a prediction rate that made meteorology professors question their textbooks. "Good morning, Denver," she said with her trademark warm smile. "Today we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a 15% chance of light precipitation around 3:30 p.m., winds from the northwest at 8 miles per hour, with atmospheric pressure holding steady at 30.15 inches. Behind her, the Doppler radar showed what appeared to be a standard weather pattern, but Sarah's eyes weren't just reading temperature gradients and moisture levels. She was analyzing micropressure variations, ionospheric disturbances, and atmospheric signatures that most meteorologists never learn to recognize. Because Sarah Chen hadn't always been a civilian weather reporter. In her desk drawer, hidden beneath station letterheads and coffee shop loyalty cards, lay a challenge coin bearing the insignia of the 557th Weather Wing, Air Force Special Operations. For 12 years, Technical Sergeant Sarah Chen had been a weather intelligence officer, reading atmospheric conditions to guide everything from stealth bomber missions to satellite positioning. Her transition to civilian life had been seamless by design. The Air Force needed eyes in civilian weather services, people who could monitor atmospheric anomalies that might indicate foreign military activity. Sarah's perfect predictions weren't just about natural weather patterns. They were about detecting the invisible signatures of aircraft that weren't supposed to exist. "Looking ahead to tomorrow," Sarah continued, "we'll see clear skies with excellent visibility, perfect flying weather." She always ended with that phrase. To viewers, it was just cheerful meteorologist speak. To those who knew how to listen, it was an all-clear signal that foreign aircraft activity remained within normal parameters. But today felt different. After the morning broadcast, Sarah returned to her office and opened her classified weather analysis software, a program that looked like standard meteorological modeling to anyone who happened to see it, but actually integrated data from weather stations, military radar, and atmospheric monitoring satellites. The readings made her blood freeze. Over the Cheyenne Mountain complex, atmospheric pressure readings showed fluctuations that violated physics. Microscopic variations in wind patterns suggested the presence of aircraft moving in formations that no known technology could achieve. Most disturbing of all, ionospheric disturbances indicated electronic warfare countermeasures being deployed in patterns she recognized from her military training. Sarah cross-referenced the data with her old weather intelligence protocols. The signature was unmistakable. A coordinated atmospheric manipulation campaign designed to mask large-scale aircraft movement. Someone was using weather warfare techniques she'd helped develop, and they were targeting the most secure military installations in North America. Her hands trembling slightly, Sarah opened a secure communication channel she hadn't used in 8 years. The response came within minutes. Blackbird control to Weather 7, authentication Alpha 97. Weather 7 confirmed. Charlie 4 Delta 1, Sarah replied, using a code she'd memorized 15 years ago. Control, I'm seeing impossible atmospheric readings over NORAD. Someone's running weather modification operations. A pause. Weather 7, what's your confidence level? Sarah looked at the data again. The atmospheric manipulation was subtle, sophisticated, and absolutely terrifying in its implications. 100% control. This is active camouflage for a major operation. Maintain observation. Report any changes. And Weather 7? Yes, control. Keep your cover intact. You may be the only early warning system we have. Over the next 6 hours, Sarah watched the impossible weather patterns intensify. While she delivered her regular hourly updates to Channel 7 viewers, cheerfully discussing partly cloudy skies and normal pressure systems, her classified monitoring equipment painted a picture of coordinated aerial invasion unlike anything she'd seen in her military career. The atmospheric signatures suggested at least 50 aircraft operating in radio silence, using advanced stealth technology and weather modification systems to remain invisible to conventional radar. Their flight patterns indicated surveillance passes over Peterson Air Force Base, Cheyenne Mountain, and the Denver Federal Center. During her 3 p.m. broadcast, Sarah noticed something that made her stomach drop. "This afternoon's weather continues to be pleasant," she reported, maintaining her professional demeanor while her mind raced. "We're seeing some interesting cloud formations over the foothills, but nothing that should impact your evening plans." The cloud formations weren't natural. They were contrails from aircraft flying in attack formations, artificially dispersed using chemical weather modification to appear like innocent cumulus clouds. After the broadcast, Sarah immediately contacted Blackbird Control. "Control, the patterns are accelerating. I'm reading at least 50 aircraft maintaining attack formations over primary targets. They're using advanced weather camouflage. This isn't reconnaissance anymore." Weather 7, can you determine origin? Sarah analyzed the atmospheric disturbance patterns, comparing them against signatures from her military database. The electronic warfare signatures matched classified reports from foreign atmospheric weapons programs. Control, based on the atmospheric manipulation patterns and aircraft signatures, this appears to be foreign state actors using weather warfare technology. Advanced level, possibly Chinese or Russian origin. Understood. Continue monitoring. Military assets are being repositioned based on your intelligence. At 7 p.m., during her evening broadcast, Sarah detected the final phase of the atmospheric operation. The artificial cloud cover was dissipating in precise patterns, revealing clear flight corridors toward the targeted installations. "Good evening, Denver," she said, her voice steady despite the catastrophic intelligence she was processing in real time. "Tonight's weather will be clearing significantly, with excellent visibility developing after 9 p.m. It was a warning. Clear skies meant the camouflage phase was ending. The actual attack would begin when visibility was perfect. Immediately after the broadcast, Sarah's secure phone rang. "Weather 7, we need real-time atmospheric analysis. Our satellites can't penetrate their weather modification screen, but your ground-based readings can." "Control, they're clearing the atmospheric camouflage now. Based on the patterns, I estimate 45 minutes until they achieve complete operational visibility. Flight corridors are opening toward NORAD and Peterson." "Can you predict their exact approach vectors?" Sarah studied the atmospheric data using skills learned during classified weather warfare training. "Control, based on pressure gradients and ionospheric signatures, primary approach will be from the northeast, using the natural terrain masking of the Rockies. Secondary approach from the southwest, timed to coincide with civilian air traffic from Denver International." "Outstanding, Weather 7. Your intelligence is being forwarded to air defense immediately." Through her classified monitoring systems, Sarah watched as U.S. air defense assets moved into position based on her atmospheric intelligence. F-22 Raptors scrambled from multiple bases, positioning themselves along the exact flight corridors her weather analysis had predicted. At 8:47 p.m., her atmospheric sensors detected the moment of truth. The artificial weather camouflage completely dissipated, revealing the attacking aircraft to conventional radar for the first time. The engagement lasted 11 minutes. Sarah tracked it all through atmospheric disturbances, the pressure waves from supersonic interceptions, the ionospheric signatures of electronic warfare countermeasures, the heat blooms from aircraft engines under combat stress. When her sensors showed the atmospheric patterns returning to normal, Sarah knew the threat had been neutralized. Her secure phone rang one final time. Weather 7, this is General Martinez, NORAD Operations. Your atmospheric intelligence was critical to mission success. All hostile aircraft intercepted with 0 friendly casualties. Thank you, General. Just doing my job. Weather 7, your cover remains intact. As far as the world knows, tonight was just a training exercise, but I want you to know, your weather forecasting just saved thousands of lives. The next morning, Sarah stood in front of the green screen at Channel 7 for the 6 a.m. weather segment, just like always. To the viewing audience, it was just another day of weather forecasting. "Good morning, Denver," she said with her characteristic smile. Yesterday evening's clear skies provided excellent visibility for Air Force training exercises in the area. Today, we're looking at beautiful conditions with unlimited visibility. Her words carried a hidden message to those who knew how to listen. Mission accomplished, all clear, normal operations resumed. In her desk drawer, the challenge coin from the 557th Weather Wing remained hidden beneath coffee shop loyalty cards and station memos. To her colleagues, Sarah Chen was just the most accurate meteorologist in Colorado. They had no idea that her weather forecasts had just prevented an invasion. 6 months later, Sarah received a package with no return address. Inside was a new challenge coin, this one bearing a simple inscription, "Weather Guardian, Silent Service." No medals, no public recognition, no acknowledgement of the night she'd used atmospheric science to read an enemy's battle plan written in the sky itself. That evening, during her weather forecast, Sarah looked directly into the camera and delivered her standard closing line with extra meaning. "Tomorrow looks perfect, clear skies and excellent flying weather. Stay safe out there, Denver." Because sometimes the most important forecasts aren't about rain or sunshine. Sometimes they're about the storms that never come, the clear skies that mean everyone gets to go home safely, and the quiet guardians who read the wind to keep watch over us all. In her desk drawer, 2 challenge coins lay side by side, reminders that some storms are man-made, some skies hide secrets, and sometimes the person telling you about tomorrow's weather is the reason you'll be alive to see it. The forecast would always be clear as long as Sarah Chen was watching the sky.